So again, the Americans are too braggadocious as if what they say goes. No, those days are done. This is not the days of when you can just tell African leaders to do what they want, do what you want, because you have dirt on them, or you have, or they are puppets. You know, these new leaders, these new army leaders, you don't have nothing on them. You cannot blackmail them. You cannot use them because they're not puppets.
La présente mobilisation.
This mobilization is the Nigerian people's call to the American government to set a timetable for withdrawing its troops from our country. We hope that the American government will take precautions to prevent any escalation.
Previously, our authorities were against military agreements with the French, and we supported their stance until the French forces departed. Today, we are once again demonstrating to demand the departure of American forces from our country. We request that the Americans leave our territory. The United States must recognize that Niger is a sovereign state. Just like them, we are free to establish relations with whomever we want, as long as it is done in the spirit of mutual benefit.
Demonstrators accuse the U.S. of running clandestine operations on Nigerian soil. Last month, Niger's military regime declared the presence of U.S. troops in the country illegal and incompatible with constitutional and democratic rules.
Nigerians are not aware of the operations carried out by American soldiers from their base in our territory. This significantly compromises our sovereignty. We are aware that the interests of the people of Niger are not guaranteed with the Americans. Therefore, we request that they vacate our country.
Members of the junta's decision-making body, the National Council for the Protection of the Homeland, CNSP, also joined demonstrators in solidarity.
We are here to offer General Abdurrahmane Chiani's support to our fellow citizens and to remind the people of Niger that the fight continues. We have won some battles, but there are others to be won by God's grace. We call on all the people of Niger to remain mobilized and united.
At the end of their march, members of the military council and demonstrators planted 3 trees to symbolize sovereignty, freedom, and the homeland. Last week, Russian military trainers arrived in Niger to help reinforce the country's air defenses as the country pulls away from close cooperation with the West.
So guys, I saw that video there where you see there's an uprising again in Niger. The Niger, not uprising. The Niger citizens are backing the junta leaders, their leaders, and saying, we want the Americans out of our country. No more. And the Niger government, around 3 weeks to a month ago, tell the Americans, effective immediately, you must leave. They wanted to take your $100 million base and your 1,100 troops you have in my country and bounce, get out. But now they realize that now the Americans have realized that where they go wrong, but it's too late. If they had stayed quiet and back the junta, but no, Americans have this built-in moral, this built-in craziness in their mind that they rule the world. Normally to go and have a meeting with any president, it is a channel you have to go through, but they did not do it this time. They just pop up and say, "Yo, we have a meeting." So come talk, let's start now. That's what they did. They just shot in Niger, "Yo, let's talk now, no, we have a meeting. We need to talk to you." They were like sunning, make it act as if they are the parent and the Niger is the son. That's what they were acting. Anyway, then the junta said, okay, since you're here, let's just talk. Then in the meeting, they're going to be disrespectful. Oh, why are you having secret deals with Russia and Iran? And I said, oh, we don't have any secret deals with Iran or Russia. We're talking about. Yes, you do, and blah, blah, blah. And from now on, you need to cut ties with Russia and Iran. You cannot talk to them no more. You see that you must only deal with us. The leader said, oh, I'm a sovereign country. I have my own constitution, my own rules, my own laws. They cannot come and tell me who I should cut ties with and who I should not deal with. That's not your place. We have the choice of doing business with who we want. No. It don't work like that. You have to listen to us and do what we say. So the junta said, okay, take your base effective immediately and leave. Get out of my country. Take your $100 million base, drone base that you have. It's a strategic base that they have to launch attacks and spy on every country from because it's easier to 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 launch from Niger to go to all the other countries, Libya, Nigeria, Senegal, Cameroon, the whole area. So they don't want that. So now they're doing back channels. Now they're doing having back deals and back channels with Niger. And I said, nope, we don't want to hear it. I don't care who you send to talk to me. Get out. But now they're doing everything in their power to beg Niger to know to rescind that. But now are now the citizens now came out and backing the leaders. So yo, we want the Americans out. And this is the same thing they did with the French. You remember around 3 months ago when they came out in by the thousands and protesters who wanted to leave, and now the same thing is happening again. Thousands of Niger citizens, is backing their leaders and say, yo, we want the Americans out. Get out effective immediately. Now they're saying they're not leaving, but you don't have a choice. They got to leave because you're occupying the country illegally. And now, so again, the Americans are too braggadocious as if what they say goes. No, those days are done. This is not the days of when you can just tell African leaders to do what they want, do what you want, because you have dirt on them, or they are puppets. These new leaders, these new army leaders, you don't have nothing on them. You cannot blackmail them. You cannot use them because they're not puppets. And the reason to this also, Russia is being very strategic in this because Russia, as I know, just sent um some guys in the Sahel countries to start with vehicles to train according to them, and they're supposed to build Russia supposed to join with Burkina Faso to build what is it again um a nuclear power plant. They're supposed to build in Niger. It's signed. They're supposed to start breaking ground soon to build the um why is it evading my it's right there in my mouth now. The nuclear plant. So they're in process, guys. Don't forget Niger have uranium, which is what you need to help to run a nuclear plant. So there we have everything. So Russia is going to help them to aid them in building it, and America don't want that. Why? America want African countries to be underdeveloped, to rule them, to manipulate them, and say, "Oh, we're going to send them aid money as bribe." But when they realize that they can't have that now, so they're trying another tactic. But they're getting put out of the continent, one country at a time. First, it was Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. You have other countries that tell them to leave one by one, and that's how it is gonna go. It always starts out slow, but when they lay the blueprint and other countries see that, oh, we don't need you, we can do without you, then it tends to build momentum, and that's what's happening. Because now they're realizing that the junta leaders are taking care of their own business by ordering new weapons from Turkey, from Russia, from Morocco. They're getting helicopters, attack drones, and they're taking care of their own incident issues, and they're pushing back and analyzing them drastically. And they don't like that. They don't want when a country to be independent, and also a united Africa is a threat to the West. So they are trying to evade it as well. And that's one of the reasons why they are trying to fight every country that has Russia help to get rid of Russia out of the country. But it's having the opposite effect. It's not it's not like first time when they can tell a country, don't do this. They try that with South Africa when they tell they can't. They tell South Africa President Ramaphosa. This is one of the good things he did when they was doing the the training with Russia and China. Remember they had a army exercise recently, like last year, when the three of them have a giant training mission, and the Americans tell them, oh no, they can't do that. South Africa went ahead and go and do it anyway. So now they don't have that leverage they used to have. They don't have that power they used to push and force other countries to do what they want when they say it and how. Now we're on our feet. We're no longer on our knees with our heads down. Now we're on our feet with our heads up. No more colonizers, no more puppetry. Those days are coming to an end. Again, one country at a time. So shout out to the Niger citizens of falling in line and protecting their leaders and working with their leaders instead of against their leaders. So now, with the head of the country and the citizens coming together, they cannot beat that. And that's what was missing on the continent. Citizens backing their presidents 100%. And that's why these countries are succeeding, and can push back on these so-called world leaders who are the Westerners, the puppet masters. No more puppets here. Those days are done with. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. As always, tell a friend, you know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't know. Boom.